My God, you don't even know what videos you're watching. You're so hooked and addicted to Uncle Lou, you just sit there drooling and clicking on Uncle Lou videos all day long with your wireless keyboard, and you just type. You guys have been asking for almost a year. I have been letting you down for almost a year. But today the video is finally here. That's right, it's time for yet another installment of Uncle Lou Comments on the Comments. Let's go! Hey, good morning, it's Uncle Lou here. That's right, it's me, Uncle Lou, and I'm live for you on LouTube today. Hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it also, and in addition to that as well, subscribe to this channel if you're not already. Did you know I post college football videos almost every single day of the year? It's true, and some of them are even watchable. And judging by the comments, this one is one of the watchable ones. I get requested to do these videos all the time, so we're going to do one for you here today. I know it's been a while since I did one, but really, I can't, it's not like I can do these every week. I need a lot of comments to go through to try to find some ones that are good enough to put in here. But, and I tried to find some from some recent videos, some from a few months back, whatever, a sort of a wide variety of comments from different types of videos for today's video. I've been going through my comments over the last 3 weeks and saving them as I find one here or there to use in this video. Let's get right into it. Okay, now, these first few, I think there's 5 of them. There are probably 5,000 of these same comments on the channel in any given month, honestly. You're going to recognize, if you don't, you might not recognize the exact comment, but if you've been on this channel any amount of time, you've probably seen some comments like these first few in the comments section. But here we go. We'll start with this one. Young Flexer Taniasha? Again, I don't name these illiterate typer trolls. That's not my job. It's just my job to do the best I can to mispronounce their name, and I think I probably did a pretty good job here, but you've seen this comment a million times. If you're, and of course yours spelled wrong, if you're a huge Georgia fan, where's your scholarship, right? Oh, look, this guy thinks he can do better. I see a million versions of this comment, right? Every time I say anything critical or negative about a player, this guy thinks he can do better. Oh, if you're so good, why aren't you playing quarterback for whatever team it is I happen to be talking about, right? As if the bar for what's acceptable in big-time college football is, are you better than Uncle Lou? Like, in other words, as long as you're better than Uncle Lou, no one can criticize you. I don't know what level of potato that thought process is, but it's galaxy level, sir. Let me explain something to you. I don't know what team you're a fan of, nor do I care. What is that? Is that a Florida Gators uniform? I honestly can't even tell. I don't know. Your avatar was uploaded in like 101p. Resolution. I can't tell. I don't know what team you're a fan of, sir, but let me explain something to you real quick. The bar or the expectation for what is considered good at the college level is not anything better than Uncle Lou. Okay? It's much, much higher than that, sir. There are plenty of people who are better than Uncle Lou. So this whole thing like, oh, can you do better? Where's your... No, I can't do better. No, I didn't get a scholarship. They did, and he can't complete a friggin' pass. Where's your vlogs to their, that there is spelled wrong, the wrong version of the word there. Where's your vlogs to their games? Well, believe it or not, there are a few vlogs of Uncle Lou going to games on this channel. I go to about 1 a year. I would love to go to more, honestly. Here's the problem. When I was younger, I couldn't afford to go to more. Now that I can afford to go to them, I sit here in this she shed all day watching college football on TV so I can make you leave illiterate comments like this on a daily basis. And here we go. Different verse, same as the first, this time courtesy of none other than Mr. Billy Jones. Could there possibly be a more generic name in English language history than Billy Jones? Congratulations. At least it's pronounceable. I'll give you that. He says, I'll bet this clown didn't even attend UGA. Yes, nobody has any business being on YouTube talking about anything unless they attended the thing they're talking about. I couldn't agree more with you. Billy Jones. Let's see, what sorts of channels are popular on YouTube? What about reaction videos to music, right? Hey, nope, got to get rid of all those. Unless you played in the band, you can't make music reaction videos, can't make movie reaction videos unless you actually appeared in the movie. What about political videos? Anybody ever talk politics on YouTube? You can no longer have a political discussion or political opinion on YouTube unless you actually served in an administration. But I'll tell you what I'll do, Billy Jones, since you think, well, what, I bet this guy no, not guy, clown. What does he say? I'll bet this clown didn't even attend UGA. Maybe you can explain this. Pause it and get somebody to read it to you. All right, on to the next one. And like I said, the first few of these basically fit into the same category. This one definitely fits the mold and comes courtesy of none other than our favorite illegal immigrant, Salvatore Zagra. Buenos dias, Mr. Zagra, I guess, and congratulations on making it here safe and sound. He says you might want to consider watching more college football. Yes, Salvatore, thank you. What an amazing suggestion. If only I had 7 or 8 TVs in here instead of 5 or 6, I could watch 2 or 3 more games at a time, and your comments would be that less stupid. In same category. Now, this was on a video I made about Penn State after they started 0-4 or 0-5, whatever it was, and I said they were a dead program. Well, this scholastic individual here, what calls himself Justin Capek, again, with these, I don't come up with these names, okay? You need to take this up with your mother or whatever foster home signed the birth certificate. I did not invent these names, so don't get mad at me when I'm saying them wrong. But he says, Lou, you haven't watched a single game of theirs, have you? And he's talking about Penn State. Franklin is not wholly to blame for Penn State sucking ass, but he is a major factor. Great recruiter, terrible play caller. I had to go ahead and let him know when he left this comment 2 months ago. Sir, what do you mean? You don't think I've ever seen a Penn State game? Of course I haven't seen a Penn State game. I had to let him know. I've never seen a football game at all. All these TVs out here are for friggin' Minecraft. I'm telling you, I could find 100 comments like this. You know, this guy doesn't watch football. This guy's never seen a game. This guy probably didn't play. This guy didn't go to UGA. This guy didn't play Division I football. Like that has anything to do with anything I actually say in any of these videos. But whatever, Uncle Lou needs to watch more football. Okay, on to the next comment, though. Now, this one comes from a scholarly individual, what calls himself Billy Bonnie. Not Billy Bonnet, but Billy Bonnie. So, hey, Billy Bonnie, good morning. He says, this is what happens when you watch too much football. Now I can't win. I don't watch football at all. I don't watch enough football. Now I watch too much football. Sir, you sound like Mrs. Lou. Okay, let's move on. Different subject, different topic. Let's get off the whole, this guy didn't watch no football to play no game. William Adams, come on down. See what he has to say. You're entertaining. Yours spelled wrong. You're entertaining to watch. But you can take your football knowledge and put it in a bottle cap. Bennett was your top quarterback after the Tennessee game. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, yeah. BYU could beat Georgia or Florida, and you don't even put them in your top 20. BYU couldn't even beat Coastal Carolina, sir. Put the crack pipe down. BYU, not a top 20 program. Not even a top 25 program, sir. Sorry. They're an irrelevant program. They're just not a very good team. They beat up on a bunch of nobodies that you can't even name. So the fact that you're naming a couple of teams that A, they didn't beat, and B, they couldn't beat, proves nothing to me. BYU's a terrible program. They're a terrible institution. They're an embarrassment to organized sport. They're the Fred Flintstones of college football. Billy Jones. Repeat offender alert. Repeat offender alert. Billy Jones. Good to see you again, lady. He says, you're a clown. Spelled wrong again. There is absolutely no gap between Clemson and the rest of the ACC. And this comment was up 6 months ago, people. No gap between Clemson and the rest of the ACC. Are you not forgetting we only 6 years removed from a national title? He must be a Florida State fan. He says, are you not forgetting we're only 6 years removed from a national title while Georgia is 40 years removed? Do more research or actually bother to watch ACC football. You prove how uneducated you really are every video. Sir, there's not a soul watching this right now that agrees with anything you said other than okay, well, maybe I'm a little bit of a clown. There's a huge gap between Clemson and the rest of the ACC, period. That's been proven for the last 5 years in a row. Being 6 years removed from a national title doesn't mean anything today for Florida State. If it did, they wouldn't be on their third coach in the last 4 years, and they wouldn't be struggling to reach 500 records. They wouldn't have the worst offensive line in America, and they wouldn't have terrible recruiting classes. Facts. They're about the fifth best team in their own state. Never mind competing in the ACC or the Power Five or trying to make a playoff. A national title 6 years ago. Whoopity-doo! Oh. Ooh, sorry about that. Okay, here's another version of a comment that I get a lot during the season. It always leaves me kind of scratching my head. Now, Joshua Hammonds, I'm sure, is a smart guy who probably Velcros his own shoes in the morning. Because he did spell "your" right. He says, you're a clown, Uncle Lou. Your halftime video is this, and then your final recap video is labeled Georgia dominates Arkansas. Why are you still on the internet? There's two things I'd like to point out here. Now, he's referring to a halftime video I did this season when Georgia played Arkansas. Who remembers that game? Okay, that was week 1, right? Georgia was losing the game at halftime to Arkansas. We were getting beat by Arkansas. So the halftime video is what? Me raging about us losing to Arkansas, playing like crap, Dwan Mathis looking terrible, having to put Stetson Bennett in the friggin' game. I mean, what a nightmare. What a train. Anything that could go wrong for Georgia went wrong in the first half of that first game against Arkansas this past season. No surprise that Uncle Lou shows up at halftime with a halftime video, ranting and raving. It was an absolute disaster. Georgia looked pitiful in the first half of that game. Now, in the second half, guess what? Georgia dominated and ended up winning the game by 4 touchdowns. So in the post-game video, I point that out. That makes perfect sense to me. But I still get comments all the time. Oh yeah, you were crying at halftime and then bragging when the game was over. Or the other way around. Oh, at halftime you were winning and you laughed and now look, you lost or something. Look, I make a video every halftime of every UGA game. If UJ is doing well, I brag about it. If they're doing bad, I cry about it. And then when the game is over, same thing. If they won and looked good, yay. If they lost or they looked bad, I give them the business. That's just how it goes. I don't understand how it's confusing for the knuckle dragger. It boggles my mind how for whatever reason, a small segment of the population can't figure this out. If the team looks bad at halftime, my video is going to be me probably being upset about it. If they end up winning the game, great. Then I'll make a video at the end about us winning the game. I mean, that's just how it goes. But to his last question, though, why are you still on the internet? Well, I had to go ahead and let him know 4 months ago when he made this idiotic comment why I is still on the internet. Sir, because you keep watching. Brandon Klein. Thank you. He says, what will be the bitch dog's rank after flopping first game? ? Better yet, : what'll be your rank? I'll still be ranked number 1, sir. Don't worry about that. If you're talking about Georgia's rank, what will the bitch dog's rank be after flopping first game? Better yet, what will be your rank? If you mean, what will I rank them? Let's see. Georgia's going to be ranked in the top 5 of every single preseason poll that comes out, including the AP and the coaches poll, which once the season starts are the only 2 polls people go by. And then, of course, when the playoff poll comes out towards the middle of the season, people, of course, switch to that. So we'll use the AP and the coaches poll as an example, and I'll tie my poll in at the end since you specifically asked. Georgia is going to be ranked in the top 5 of both the AP and the coaches preseason poll. As is Clemson. Clemson probably going to be ranked in the top 2, top 3 at the worst, in my opinion. I think they'll probably be second in almost every preseason poll, but I could see them being third. Let's call them top 3. We'll call Georgia top 5. So you're asking me, if a 5th-ranked Georgia team loses to a 3rd-ranked Clemson team in week 1, what will Georgia's rank be after that? 6th? 7th? 8th? I mean, it'll still be top 10. I cry about it, I guess. This is a good one. And I like this guy too. J Rizzle Drizzle. I had to put you in here. All last offseason, when I talked about LSU, I said, listen, let's give them credit. 2019, amazing team. One of the best we've ever seen. Top 10 teams of all time for sure. Some people say they're the best ever. Whatever. Top 10. Joe Burrow, Heisman, NFL players all over the place. Amazing. Take nothing away from that team. However, this was what I said last offseason. However, that team is gone. Joe Brady, the coaching, passing coordinator, whatever, is gone. Burrow is gone. The wide receivers are gone. The defense, everybody was gone. Then they had all the opt-outs. I said, it's going to be a rough year for LSU. And in comparison, I made this comparison multiple times last offseason. I said, think back to 2010 Auburn. Amazing team, undefeated, the Cam Newton team, right? The following year, a struggle. Auburn, the following year, 2011, went 500 in the SEC. From an undefeated national championship season to 500 in the SEC the following year. And I kept making that comparison last offseason. Jay Rizzle Drizzle and a lot of other LSU fans tried to laugh me off the internet. He says, do you go back and watch Auburn and Oregon play in that national title game? He's talking about 2010. 2019 LSU was much better than 2010 Auburn on every aspect of the game. I don't know about that. Joe Burrow had an amazing year, but yet what Cam Newton did was unbelievable too. And he was a better runner than Joe Burrow. Not that Joe Burrow couldn't run, but we're splitting hairs. Joe Burrow was amazing, but we're splitting hairs. But anyway, that wasn't the point, which was better between 2010 Auburn and 2019. The point was that the 2010 Auburn team was amazing. So was the 2019 LSU team. The 2011 Auburn team tanked and went 500 in the SEC, and that's what was staring the corn dog in the face in 2020. That was the point. You and a lot of other corn dogs disagreed with Uncle Lou and tried to laugh me off the internet. You say Cam Newton looked like crap compared to Burrow. I could not disagree more. The guy won the Heisman and was an undefeated national champion. He never lost a game. He never lost a game in college. JUCO, 1 year of JUCO undefeated national championship, and then the Barn undefeated national championship. Sometimes you're just plain stupid, he says. But I'll keep watching your channel. Well, I know that. That's obvious. Thank you for stating that. You can't help it. Of course you're going to keep watching. I was right, Jay Rizzle Drizzle, and unfortunately, you and the other corn dogs who tried to laugh me off the internet were wrong. How did LSU wind up in 2020? 500 in the SEC. Exactly the same as the Barn did in 2011, the year after they won it in 2010. So this video that I made, which is literally titled 2019 LSU is 2010 Auburn, everything I said in that video ended up playing out as a fact in 2020. LSU was terrible. They struggled to beat bad teams, and they went 500 in the SEC. Now, the schedules aren't comparable because of the coronavirus scheduling for last year. So LSU played 10 SEC games and went 5-5. Back in 2011, Auburn played 8 SEC games and went 4-4, and then they had 4 non-con games. So you have to throw those out because LSU didn't have any non-con games. So just the SEC, each team ended up going 500 and being an absolute disaster of a team and a joke. So congratulations. This comment was wrong. You were wrong, and Uncle Lou was right. Zachary Taylor, thank you for being lazy and helping me to prove a point today. Zachary Taylor says, please list the actual team names in your top 10 videos. I can't understand who WKRP, Jeff Webster, or Type About It are. Okay, where do we start here? Now, first of all, this is a comment from the top 25 preseason post-National Signing Day poll that I did just a couple of days ago. There's a big problem in this country, in the world, with society, with humanity in general right now, where everyone wants instant gratification and isn't willing to put forth the least bit of effort to get it. And it's not just a YouTube commenter problem. This is a problem that's pervasive throughout society today. People want things now, and they don't want to do anything to get it. They want it all to be given to them, and they want it to be given to them now. Sir, I understand that when you click on this video, don't watch any of it. Fast forward to the very end where the top 25 is listed on the screen, and you read the top 10, and you see WKRP, Jeff Webster, Type About It, whatever the nicknames are that I put in there. I completely understand that there are a lot of people who would watch that video and not know what those names meant. However, a YouTube video is not just a still screenshot that stays up on the screen for 26 minutes, which was the length of this video. If you watch the video, hell, you don't even have to watch the whole thing. If you have a question about one of the team, this is what I would do. And again, this is just me. If I was watching this video and the thing popped up and it said the number 8 team is Jeff Webster, and I said, well, who the hell is Jeff Webster? What team is that? Do you know what I would do? I would forward to the point in the video where it reveals the number 8 team, and I would listen. Now, does this guy refer to the team over and over again as Jeff Webster, or maybe he'll actually say the team name? I say every team name. Number 8, Iowa State. I don't say number 8, Jeff Webster. Watch the video. Everybody wants you want this given to you with no work or effort on your own part. And again, this isn't just a YouTube. I could do an entire video just on the instant gratification culture that we live in and how it's ruining America and the world. Zachary, you're not ruining my comment section. Don't worry. I count on potatoes like you for these videos. Oh boy, there's always something like this that comes back to bite somebody in the offseason, isn't there? You forgot to go back and delete this one, buddy. G. Smith, Tennessee fan. This was left 9 months ago, so that would have been April or so, last offseason. He says, bro, the hate is real, with a bunch of crying emojis. You're a UGA-er. Why are you so mad? Tennessee is back. Get used to it. Big Orange. This is the beginning of the end. I've been saying it since 2018 that 2020 is going to be our coming out party. And we're going to party like it's 1998. The Vols say they're one recruiting class away. We went from 13th in the nation to 10th and trending to another top 10 recruiting class, maybe better. And y'all are scared shitless that the little run the puppies had is about to be over. The writing is on the wall. Told y'all we had an all-star cast of coaches. Go Vols, Rocky Top, VFL, hashtag bring back the general. This did not age well. Jason Greenberg, a perpetual degenerate. Good morning. He says Tua isn't on the team anymore. Every week I watch this guy, he's got his facts all wrong. Not sure what's wrong with him. This is an amazing comment that you left, Jason, 3 months ago on a video from 2018. My God, you don't even know what videos you're watching. You're so hooked and addicted to Uncle Lou, you just sit there drooling and clicking on Uncle Lou videos all day long with your wireless keyboard, and you just type. That was 2018. Tua was on the team in 2018 when I made that freaking video, not 3 months ago when you commented on it, you nitwit. All right, there it is. Another edition of Uncle Lou Comments on the Comments. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Listen, don't do the thing where now every time I upload a video over the next couple of weeks, you try as hard as you can to leave the dumbest possible comments you can, thinking you're just going to get into one of these Comment on the Comments videos. I don't do these videos very often, sometimes 2, maybe 3 a year. That's it. So don't waste your time trying to irritate me in the comment section. Not going to work. Hell, it might work. I'm the most easily triggered person on the internet. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great morning.